Hello everyone, I'm Kalen North, and welcome back to Terra Invicta. Today, we're continuing our Protectorate campaign. This is part 18. Last time we had some sad news advancing the story, but we did manage to take some extra territory in Africa. We took a good chunk of Central Asia, and we're looking at trying to unify some of these countries into the Eurasian Union and back into the European Union and into the East African Federation. So we've got some projects to work on here. In the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and hop into the European Union. Right now, European Union is doing fine. I do want to actually add a pip of build military, or build army, excuse me, not military, under the idea that we should be able to get a slightly better unrest point if we have armies in the country, although that's not going to do as much as it would in a non-democracy, but it'll be fine for now. Otherwise, let's see. The Eurasian Union, I want to double check. We can federate with Kyrgyzstan now, so we should probably do that. And let's see, Belarus is going to come up in June, as is Turkmenistan. Azerbaijan is going to come up in October, so that's going to be a while yet. But otherwise, just double check, make sure everyone's allied who we can and want to ally in. We should probably end this rivalry with Kenya. That seems unnecessary to have. But yeah, so that all looks good for now. We'll continue to try and do some unification as stated, and for now, I'm going to go ahead and have. Looks like we've dealt with all the xenoforming that we know about. So I'm going to have Anjor go ahead and start running Inspire missions again. So we'll do that after we assign Urantika, Yoi, and Madeline. Yoi, I'm going to have continue to do Advise missions in the EU. Actually, I'm going to switch to Anjor doing Advise missions in the EU, I think, because he's got a better science bonus. Yeah, we'll do that. So we'll have him run Advise in the European Union. I'm going to have Yoi go ahead and set national policy in Russia to try and add in, did I say it was Kyrgyzstan is ready to go? Yeah, Kyrgyzstan. Eric is going to run an Inspire mission. I'm not sure exactly where. Madeline, we have several options for what she does. I think I'm actually just going to have her try and reduce unrest. Probably in Russia, but maybe in the EU. We'll see which one's more likely. She's very likely to see in the EU, very likely to see in Russia. Okay, we'll go for Russia. Restoring order. It's in slightly worse shape right now. We do want to keep getting welfare down, or inequality down with the welfare priority if we can, but we are going to keep on trying to fight the drop in its cohesion with unity and knowledge. Eric was going to run an Inspire mission, so I want Urantika first. Urantika, I think I want her to run a Defend Interests mission in the EU, just because we're sitting a little over cap right now on our control point cap, and I don't really want to have to get injured by anything going wrong with that. So we're gonna defend interests in the EU, make sure that we keep a hold of that. Eric is gonna go ahead and inspire. We'll inspire Urantika. I don't know. I'll speak with them. But yeah, with all that, we will advance time. I did actually want to look at text for a moment. I don't know that we're going to be able to overtake the Academy on this. We might have missed our chance to, so I'm going to go ahead and turn that back down to 1 pip, which speeds up our coexistence pact by a good margin. So we will go ahead and run this.
I believe they'll stay loyal.
Inspire succeeded. We have our Defend Interests mission going. Advise mission is going.
Order is returning.
All right, we got a crit success, so that brings unrest in Russia down to 1.6, which is great.
Policy direction complete.
And then I want to federate with Kyrgyzstan. I don't think... Yeah, we have no unification options yet. So we're going to federate with Kyrgyzstan. Close that. I do want to double check all of my priorities in these nations. We probably don't need to keep running boost in Kazakhstan. I'm just going to switch to all mission control there. I think Uzbekistan is already all mission control. Turkmenistan is all mission control. Tajikistan is all mission control. Kyrgyzstan, we can now invest in mission control. So we will do that. And let's see, Azerbaijan can do mission control, so that's good. Georgia can do mission control, so that's good. We'll keep on leaving those going. Continuing with time. See if anyone comes after us with our being over cap. All right. Let's see here. I don't particularly want to branch out right now into any of these, I don't think. I do want to double check. I think someone was close to leveling up. Urantika is 1 experience away. Yoyi is 2 away. Okay, so we got a little ways to go. I think we want to just keep on trying to pump support into the EU to get technology done as fast as we can. Get that coexistence pact done. And we're going to finish up Unity movements momentarily, so that's good. We'll finish up the fission reactor array shortly after that, so hopefully we can do some stuff with that to unify more countries into Europe. But for now, I'm going to have Anjor continue to... I'm going to have him just go on permanent advise in the EU for now.
Lending my expertise.
Ready.
I don't think there's anything more important for him to be doing at the moment. Yoyi... I don't know that we have anything really important for her to do at the moment. And so she could just run advise missions in Russia. Try and get a little more investment points there. That could be pretty useful for trying to both boost cohesion up, which will help fight unrest, as well as getting economy and welfare going further. So I'm going to have her do that. So we'll have her go on permanent advise role in Russia.
What's the odds?
Eric is going to continue to inspire people. We'll inspire Madeline this turn, or I guess we'll inspire Andor this turn.
I'll ensure their loyalty.
Doesn't make a huge difference.
What's the
Urantika, I kind of want to try and run stabilization in the European Union. I do also kind of want to just run a lot of stabilization down in Tanzania, because that guerrilla war is killing, I think, half of their IP. Yeah, and if we could get that under control, at least temporarily, we could potentially get a lot more investment in economy and welfare, which is going to help in turn fight that guerrilla war fight that level of unrest. So we'll go ahead and run stabilize. Antigua does not have great odds. Maybe we should run some public campaigns there first. Yeah, we'll run some public campaigns. We don't actually have a lot of public support in Tanzania, which is kind of funny given that we were able to take it so easily. But we don't have much public support in any of these nations in Africa, so we'll have to do a little work to get that going. Madeline has much better odds of stabilizing, so I'm just going to have her start doing that. And we will confirm assignments and go.
I think we've had a breakthrough.
Offering support.
Alright, I'm going to put Andra on permanent assignment.
Offering support.
Put Yoyi on permanent assignment. Again, we can take them off of that. It's just going to, by default, assign them to that mission for all future phases.
Together, we're
Save us some
stronger.
clicks.
Apart, we're weaker, yeah? Sounds great on paper, love. But the trouble is, there's always some bloke with a loud voice who wants to keep us apart, and a whole lot of someone else's bankrolling him. Commander Fiona Ayawade, personal correspondence.
Alright, this is going to be nice. It's going to unlock a lot of really cool projects, some of which we will actually pursue. I think that after this, we probably want to work on... Oh goodness, what do we want to work on? I think we want to work on doing things that are going to help us get more CP cap if we can. I don't remember exactly what else gives CP cap at this point. I don't think we want Fall of Empires. Great Nations we do want. We want, I think, oh, am I wrong? Is there another prerequisite? Oh no, Great Europa is under Great Nations. We just need to finish Europe Ascendant first. So we're gonna do Great Nations here, and have that churning slowly, because that's a 25,000 point tech. But we'll get through that eventually here. And with that, I'll go back to running time. Europe Ascendant. Oh, we got it immediately. So we'll finish the fission reactor array, and then we'll switch to Europe Ascendant there.
We've moved the needle.
All right, critical success gave us 20% public support in Tanzania. That's great. Fission reactor array we finished, so we want liberating mainland China we could do, but we're not going to. So by category, I want to grab Europe Ascendant, which is going to cost 20,000 points. So that'll take us approximately forever, but we will get it done eventually, hopefully. I do want to focus on Coexistence Pact first. I am going to probably try and look into doing some things that get us bonuses more to social science research at some point in the near future here. But for the time being, we will... yeah, it looks like no one's really fighting us on Great Nations yet. Might.
Things are stabilizing.
All right, we had some success in Tanzania with reducing unrest. Coup in Georgia. Come on. Oh well. That's fine. We'll get it eventually. Molten core fission reactor project. I don't think we're too worried about that right now. Central American Confederation. That's a cool one, but we're not going to do it because we haven't been there. Republic of the Southern Cross. If we were in Australia, could be useful. Hungarian Irredentism. That's kind of interesting. Hungary gained some claims, but we've kind of already absorbed Hungary, so... Alright, so, I think we're just going to let Georgia be. We could... Let's see, they're allied with Japan. We could just declare war and try and annex them by force. I've kind of been avoiding doing that because I feel like it is out of character for the Protectorate. And, but Kieran's already been selling out on his principles. So maybe it would be appropriate to continue to sell out on our own principles and just try and take Georgia into the EU by force. I'm gonna keep going for the diplomatic solution for now. It doesn't make a big difference really. Georgia's pretty small population, small GDP. Doesn't have full mission control anyway. Do I have the EU allied to Turkey? That's going to be important later on. But yeah, okay, it is allied. You know, just to show off this feature, I'm gonna go ahead and do it. So we will go and with Georgia, we will set that to a rivalry. Let's not do it. Let's not do it. It's much faster to unify countries by military force than it is to do by diplomatic means, but it's more fun in some ways to do it the slower way, at least in my opinion. But we don't need to push that right now.
Standing by.
All right, Antica was running public campaigns, I think, actually, to get more public support in
Ready
Tanzania.
to go.
Madeline was going to stabilize it.
We'll make things safe.
Eric
Standing
is
by
going to
for
inspire. Let's go for Yoyi.
I'll make sure they're on our side.
We could have him go and stabilize in Tanzania as well instead, but I think this is fine for now. And Russia and the EU are both doing okay as far as stabilization goes. So we will confirm assignments, run time. United Arab League is unlocked. That's kind of a cool one too if we wanted to go in the Middle East.
I believe they'll stay loyal to the cause.
Offering assistance.
I will help them.
Central Asian Union was one I was talking about doing, but I'm not going to because we're going to just pull it all into Russia instead. But if we didn't have Russia, that would be very useful. Alright, 6% more support in Tanzania.
Things are cooling off.
Got a little more peaceful. United Turkestan. This is actually one that we might want to do before we pull Turkey into the EU. Because it gives us a bunch of other territories that we could potentially unify. I think at least. How many does this actually help with? Does it give? It doesn't give us Damascus. It doesn't give us Tehran. Does it just have us go east? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, this is not actually that useful for us. Sevastopol and Yerevan. Okay. So never mind. We're not gonna do that either. The Caliphate. In my first Resistance playthrough, I made the Caliphate and it got freaking huge. We're not gonna mess with that one though this time around. All right. Eric is gonna inspire. We're gonna go with Udantika. Just work our way down the list. Udantika now has pretty good odds of stabilizing in Tanzania, so we'll do that.
We'll make things safe.
And Madeline is also going to
Acknowledged.
stabilize in Tanzania. Get a few more IP here every month. And that should help with running the economy, running welfare effectively, hopefully. How are we doing on tech? Looks like Great Nations we are dominating on, which is fine. Or which is good, I should say. It isn't just fine, it's good. I'm shocked at this. I guess the Academy really wants settlement hubs, settlement core. So they're really fighting that one. Alright. Unification of the Maghreb.
I think we've had a breakthrough.
Offering counsel.
Lending my expertise.
Alright, West African Community Project. This is kind of cool. Because we can sort of set up a couple of different bigger nations in Africa by doing some more of these. And that'll help us if we want to eventually unify all of Africa. United Malay Nation.
Violence is abating.
All right.
Things are stabilizing.
Tanzania is doing better and better. Cohesion is still dropping, I think, but we're gonna hopefully get inequality down and keep on working on the economy here. There's some alien activity we should probably go check. Give ourselves a boost to our alien tech research. Japan has deployed an army. All right. So I think I'm going to take a quick look at Europe. Europe could probably use some stabilization here soon. Although their resting unrest, rest value for unrest is now 2.1. So that might actually be fine to just let Europe go at this point. Because 2.1 is only a 1% decrease in IP. And if it keeps on dropping, which it should as the cohesion increases, that's going to just get better and better. So that's good. Russia, on the other hand, is in more trouble at the moment. We really need to get that economy and welfare boosted, but not too much we can do immediately. I'm going to quick check counselors for level ups. Udantika's ready, it looks like. So we'll have her go for... I'm going to have her go for command, actually, because we've got her running stabilized nations. And Yoyi is ready for something. I'm probably going to do... let's have her invest in investigation, because we do still want her to be able to help with that. Eric is ready for something. We'll go ahead and give him, I think, another point in command as well. Just in case we want to run some stabilized nation missions with him. But for the time being, we're going to have Madeline stabilize Tanzania again. Eric, I'm going to have go investigate the alien activity in Argentina.
Investigating alien site.
And Udantika, I'm going to have stabilize in Tanzania
We
again.
restore peace to this nation.
Just double check on cooldowns. Looks like we actually should probably be federating some people into Russia. So I'm going to have Yoyi start setting national policy again
On my way
instead of advising this turn. With that, we'll confirm assignments, run time.
Offering support.
Home is wherever you lay your head, it is said. If only this were true. Home, as far too many of us know, is only where no one is trying to destroy all that you hold dear. Commissioner Kiran Banerjee to the BBC.
Yep. Alright, so they've switched to arrival law, which they somehow have already contributed 685 to. So I guess we're not going to compete on that. That's astonishing, but okay. I'm not sure how that happened. They probably got a big boost from some project or something.
Things are cooling off.
Alright, Tanzania is continuing to get better.
Order is returning.
Resistance set up a new base on an asteroid, looks like. Alright, we're going to federate with... I don't know that it makes a difference. We'll just go for Tajikistan first. The Shia nation. Let's Iran spread out a little bit.
Recon complete.
Alright, we got our bonus to xenology from the alien site. Alright. So Yoyi's going to set national policy again in Russia. Get another Federation mission done. Eric, I'm going to have him start doubling up on this, or tripling up, I guess, on this stabilized nation in Tanzania for now.
Acknowledged.
Just until we get it under control.
Restoring order.
We should maybe be doing this in Kenya instead, actually, but Tanzania is going to be the center of our new state once we start unifying. Yeah, so we'll do that. Grand Colombia.
I will help them.
Yep, Andorra is helping in the EU. The Peruvian Confederation. Lots of these projects coming. All right, we can now found settlements. I'm I am thinking I'm going to get that done before we worry about finishing Europe Ascendant. Settlements. Why am I not seeing these settlement core? Is that a social science one? Oh no, it's right here. It's under life science. Settlement core. There we go. So we will run settlement core. It should complete in May, or we can boost it up and finish it in April. So we'll finish it in April.
Order is returning.
Things are stabilizing.
Violence is abating.
Tanzania's getting under control.
Policy direction complete.
Right, Russia's going to federate with Uzbekistan. And Azerbaijan still can't federate with Russia until October. Right. We are still over cap, so we're losing a little bit of influence, but that's fine. It's not much. Tanzania is almost down to the point where we're not getting a penalty from unrest, so I'm going to keep working on that.
We'll
Stabilize
make
nation, stabilize nation,
Ready.
and stabilize nation.
Ready to go.
Oh, I don't want Yoyi to stabilize nation. I want Yoyi to go back to advising in Russia.
Offering
It's like, why is that probability so low?
At your service.
Urantika, on the other hand, stabilize nation in Tanzania.
Restoring order.
So we will do that. Run time.
Lending my expertise.
offering counsel.
We're a little bit in sort of the hurry up and wait mode now.
Things are stabilizing.
All right. Tanzania is getting more under control.
Violence is abating.
Things are cooling off.
All right, so we should be up to more or less full IP now. Yep, so we're losing a little bit technically still, I think, but that'll help a lot, I think, with boosting their economy. So we'll keep on letting that go. Turkmenistan, we had a crackdown. That's okay for now. Although now that I'm looking at it, I do want to change priorities. I want to add a bit of funding, just because they are going to finish up mission control pretty soon here. Is anyone else very close on mission control? Not really. Kazakhstan's doing all right. Oh no, they've got 2 regions, so they've got tons of way to go. How's Belarus? Belarus is running funding. Okay. Yeah, we'll just let Belarus keep running funding for now. The Baltic states are also running funding. That's fine. Can they unify yet with the EU? No, not until June. When can Iceland unify with the EU? It can unify now. All right, we'll do that. So finish out the turn, see if we're about to lose anything. All right, we finished the settlement core project. That's great. We'll want to get settlement mining complex when we can. For now, I'm going to go ahead and go back to Europe Ascendant. Alright, so I'm gonna have... Yes, unrest is high in Congo. Oh, unrest is incredibly high in Congo. I don't know that there's anything we can do about that right now. I think we just wait it out and see what happens. So I'm going to have Urantika go ahead and set policy in the EU to unify in Iceland.
Ready for orders.
Madeline, I'm going to have stabilize
We'll
Tanzania.
restore peace to this
Eric,
nation.
I'm going to have stabilize Tanzania.
We'll make things safe.
And we will confirm assignments and run time. Greater Indonesia project is kind of cool.
Offering assistance.
Offering support.
We're not going to do anything with that settlement core project we got until we get settlement mining complexes, because that's the main reason we would want to do anything with it. Alright, Tanzania's down to peaceful. That's good.
Order is returning.
And another crit. So Tanzania is actually at 0 temporarily. That's going to increase, no doubt, in the near future, but that's good to have for now. Flood, we will pay for it. Send aid.
Mission complete.
Alright, European Union is going to unify with Iceland.
Wrapping up here.
So now Iceland is in the EU. Excellent. And that'll help. Maybe that'll help with our CP cap. I don't know that that actually did anything for our CP cap. That's fine. Unrest is a little high, but it's close to the point where we've got it under control, so that's fine. People are continuing to do things. Turkmenistan, we lost a point to the servants. All right, so we're gonna need to take that back. Luckily, they are already in the Eurasian Union, so that's harder to undo than just an alliance. But I'm gonna have Madeline hop over there, run a purge mission on that point. Looks like we've got pretty good odds, even if they defend interests, and so I'm just gonna pump in a couple of extra points to help with that.
Standing by.
Eric. Russia could use some calming down, so I'm going to run Stabilized Nation in Russia.
We'll turn down the heat.
Urantika, I think same thing, is going to Stabilize Nation in Russia.
We'll turn down the heat.
Confirmed.
Offering counsel.
Lending my expertise.
Things are cooling off.
Violence is abating.
Alright, Russia is more under control now.
Never be afraid to burn, for it is only within that fiery crucible that our true selves are forged. Superior Judith Howell, Burn Brighter Self-Improvement Course.
Yeah, I feel like this is leading bad directions, but that's fine. We're not going to worry about that right now. As far as projects, I think we want probably... I'm tempted to just run something really cheap right now, because I don't know that I care too much about most of these. Which one gives us... Patrol vessels, I think, is a useful one, but I don't know that we're going to do anything with it this game. Could do something like Mission to Jupiter, but I don't think we need to. I'm leaning towards just going for something like space medicine or space tourism or something like that for now. We could do vacuum electrostatic principles, for goodness sakes. I don't know. Let's go for space medicine. I don't know that we're going to use it necessarily, but it's in a category that's not currently being researched on something else, so that's nice. And it's pretty cheap, so if we dislike it later on, it'll at least be over soon. Take a quick glance at, yeah, okay, right now we're contributing to it and no one else is. That'll probably change. Looks like the aliens are doing stuff again, so we want to do something about that.
We've removed some threats.
Alright, Turkmenistan we've got back under control. Back to mission control and funding. Alright. Is anyone able to level up right now? Madeline is. That's nice. We'll give her another point of command, I think. Help with that CP cap and some other things. Andro's not quite there. Urantika's ready, though, so we'll give her another point of command. Alright. With that... how is Russia doing? Russia is at 2.5 unrest. So I'm going to have Madeline run stability in Russia.
We'll turn down the heat.
The EU...
Ready for my
the
mission.
EU is going up as well. It's above 2.3. That's weird. Oh, maybe because of that unification we did. So I will stabilize in the EU as well.
We'll restore peace to this nation.
And I'll have
orders?
Urantika go and investigate the alien activity in
Heading
Pakistan.
there now.
There's a quick double check on cooldowns. How close are we? Baltic states is June 4th, so that's coming up in about 2 turns. For Russia, looks like there's a bunch of them coming up, but nothing immediate. Kazakhstan's almost there, so we'll start doing some things in the near future with that. See how Tanzania is doing while time is running.
I will help them.
Yeah, so unrest is increasing there, but they're also hopefully going to be bringing down their rest point for that by getting some more
Things are
economic
moving
investment. Alright, Russia's a little more
Things are
peaceful.
stabilizing.
EU's a little more peaceful. Again with Turkmenistan. I don't understand. That's fine. More alien activity to investigate.
If some ancient race of brilliant, gentle snake men suddenly crawled from the desert, they would have no rights, no protections. Any idiot with a rifle could turn a miracle into a pair of boots. Commissioner Kiran Banerjee on BBC Newsnight.
Yeah. So, arrival law is done. Principles of space warfare. I'm gonna try and amp this one up a little bit to see if I can take it back from the Academy.
Here's what we found.
Let's see how we're doing there. We're ahead, but not by a ton. Ooh, we lost a point in Turkey. That's surprising. Well, we'll take that back. Let's take a quick look at tech. I'm going to turn that down to 2 pips, because it doesn't look like the Academy is nearly keeping up with us at 3 pips. Alright, well, we don't want to lose a point in Turkey. We will take that back. We're losing public opinion in Russia, but we still have oodles of public opinion in Russia, so that's fine. I'm going to have Madeline go ahead and run a purge mission on that point in Turkey. It looks like she's going to utterly control that, even if they defend interests. So we will take that We will take that pretty easily. Eric, I'll have go and investigate the alien activity in Uruguay. No, I'll have Eric run another Inspire mission here. I'll have to go for Yo-Yi.
I'll speak with them.
Or no, not that. I want Eric to set national policy in Europe, or in Russia, not in Europe. Because we can unify with Kazakhstan now. So we will do that, and that'll help clear up some cap space. Urantika can go and investigate alien activity in Uruguay.
On the site.
And how is Tanzania doing now? Still bad? Still rough? It's improving. Inequality is under 4, so that's good. At least.
I will help them.
Lending my expertise.
Alright, settlement mining complex. We want that. So I'm going to change over to that for now. It's under space. Settlement mining complex. And it looks like... Okay, so the Academy gave up entirely on Principles of Space Warfare. I don't know why they picked that project. But we'll take it. We'll lead it with 1 pip. Oh, I forgot to launch a probe towards Mercury. I'm an idiot. We need to do that right away. Because we want to actually take some territory on Mercury, probably. That's why we researched Mission to the Inner Planets, for goodness sakes. Goodness. I'm getting distracted by things on Earth, not paying enough attention to space.
Mission complete.
Alright, Russia is going to unify with... Oh, we could do Belarus or Kazakhstan. Either one. Which one of them is bigger? Kazakhstan is about 16 CP, and Belarus is about 11 CP. So we'll unify with Kazakhstan first. Alright, so Russia is expanding into the Eurasian Union now. Oh, actually, I probably should have done Belarus because I think Kazakhstan was still working on Boost. Oh well, whatever. It's fine. Eurasian Union is expanding. We're getting a bunch of cap back, which is nice.
Recon complete.
Right.
Our people have taken control.
We took Turkey back, which is all running spoils. That's not what we want. We'll just set that all to funding for now. Actually, do we want to do something else? No, funding is fine. We could try to invest in their economy, but again, I'm going to try and just absorb them into Europe first instead. Turkmenistan. Alright, well, we'll try and take that back next turn. I don't understand why Turkmenistan is suddenly a big target for everyone. Looks like the servants have suddenly gotten a lot of popular support in the European Union, and our defend interests wore off, so I might try and redo that. We're actually doing pretty well in the EU at the moment. Getting the cohesion up to hopefully closer to 5. Running a bunch of different priorities, but that's okay.
Your orders?
I think I want to... Okay, so I want Madeline to go and run a purge mission against Turkmenistan. We'll put a couple of influence in that just in case they do decide to defend interests. Blah, can't talk. And let's see, Eric. Yeah, so unrest just went up a lot in the Eurasian Union because of the unification, but that's okay. Eric, we're gonna have. Who's got the better command score between him and Urantika? Urantika does. So Urantika will stabilize in the Eurasian Union.
We'll make things safe.
And we'll have Eric go ahead and run a set policy mission in the Eurasian Union to unify Belarus in. With that, we will confirm assignments, run time.
Offering assistance.
Offering counsel.
How close are the Baltic states?
Diplomacy has its
They're ready.
place.
All right.
But if you don't go into every situation prepared for the absolute worst case scenario, you might as well turn up wearing nothing but a smile. Commander Fiona Ayawade, leaked training video.
All right, so we got patrol vessels unlocking at some point here. I'm gonna go ahead and take point defense laser turrets. I don't think we want that right now. We'll go for high energy lasers. I think or let's go for space tourism. This might be a mistake, but we'll do it. It'll be fine. We are getting close on our settlement mining complexes, and hopefully we get all that taken care of soon.
We were unable to increase security.
We did not reduce unrest. All right, that's fine. Well, we just got someone. They were doing a coup d'etat mission, and that failed. That's good. But now we've got someone on. Who's been detained for a month. He's got a lot of orgs. We could try and go ahead and do some investigation and maybe try and turn counselor mission on him, but I don't know if we want to do that necessarily right away. So I'm going to unify Belarus into the Eurasian Union. So that's going well. We'll continue here. Sorry for the background noise. Another alien ship has arrived in low Earth orbit. Alright, we got Turkmenistan back. Change priority back to funding, I guess. Yeah, their mission control is done. And they are going to hopefully join the Eurasian Union, or unify with the Eurasian Union at some point. I don't know what the cooldown is on that. Do they not have... Yeah, the Eurasian Union has a claim on them. So Turkmenistan can be unified. Okay, it can be unified. So we're going to have to run a couple more unification missions next turn. Alien crashed down on Earth in the EU. Okay, so there's a lot we want to do this turn. I want to send Urantika to investigate the alien crashdown site. I want to send Madeline to set policy in the EU, where I'm going to unify in the Baltic states.
Heading to the capital.
I want to set policy with Eric in the Eurasian Union to unify in Turkmenistan.
Time to make our move.
And I want to double check on Tanzania and see how they're doing. Pretty well. So they're getting a nice little boost to their economy. Inequality is decreasing slowly. That's all good. So we'll complete assignments here. Runtime. Oh. And Humanity First just abandoned their agent. Well, good thing we didn't try to spend any time on him.
Offering counsel.
Offering assistance.
Alright, settlement mining complex is done. We will go back to the Europe Ascendant project. I am going to turn that down, try and work on Coexistence Pact a little bit more first. And keep time going.
Mission complete.
Eurasian Union is going to unify with Turkmenistan. So that's good. We've got that done. Continue time. Cryovolcanic studies. Alright, we've got a base on Ceres that we can use to do some research. We can gain 1200 science, or we can spend money and boost to gain 2300 science. Let's go ahead and spend money and boost.
Mission complete.
The EU is going to unify with the Baltic states.
Prepping for next mission.
And so we're back down to 381 out of 420 CP cap, which is great. The EU is, I think, as extended as it can get, almost. We could potentially get some territory from Russia. It looks like. Oh, and Georgia. Either one of those we could do still, but I don't think we need to worry about it right away. We just lost some cohesion from that unification, but that's okay. We will keep running our crazy set of priorities. And I'm going to advance time.
Where I come from, we have Zeph culture. It means you're poor, but you got style. If we want this thing to make money, we need to Zeph this place up. If we put in enough windows, we can serve people cat food and have them sleep on shipping crates. The less we spend, the more we earn. Hey? Chairman Soren van Wyk, recording submitted as evidence in the Pyrefest Solar Hotel lawsuit.
Oh boy. Okay. Well, that's a thing. We could go for... Let's see. Oh, nanofacturing complexes is something we want, so I think space commerce is a reasonable target here. Yeah, we'll go for space commerce. And yeah, with that we'll run time.
We found something.
More alien abductions. Things to investigate. All right, how are we doing on tech? Okay, so Coexistence Pact is still a ways away. Space Commerce, we're losing out. Oh goodness, 441. Although they did just get an event that boosted that a lot. I'm gonna fight them on that one. So I'll put in a couple more pips.
Standing by for orders.
I'm gonna have Eric go and investigate the alien activity this turn.
Where to?
I think I want Urantika to go ahead and run a crackdown in, not Afghanistan, in Georgia. Although, what's Madeline's odds of getting a purge off there? Pretty good. So we could just go for that. 88%, and have Urantika go for a stabilized mission somewhere else. Eurasian Union or Eurasian Union, I think, is a slightly better target right now. So we will run stabilized nation there.
We'll restore peace to this nation.
Let's see. How are our cooldowns? Oh no, so we're done with cooldowns for the European Union until we get Europe Ascendant researched. And Eurasian Union, we've got nothing until October, it looks like, at which point Kyrgyzstan and Azerbaijan can both make some progress. So we will keep working on those. Tanzania, it looks like we've got executive control. We could federate. Oh, we could federate with a few different places. I'm gonna have Urantika start setting those up instead. So we will set national policy in Tanzania.
Time to make our move.
Widespread panic is about to break out in Juba. We got three options, but we definitely want to deploy our forces here. We spend 10 ops. We lose a little bit of democracy in South Sudan, but that's fine. It's a negligible amount.
Offering support.
Common cause. Oh, that's great. We want that for sure. I'm going to do that instead of Europe Ascendant. Common cause reduces cooldowns on improving relations again and increases our CP cap by 10. So that's really nice. So we will pump in 3 pips to that. Tourist berth we can now run in space if we wanted. We don't yet, but we could do it eventually.
Direction complete.
Tanzania, I'm going to federate with Congo.
We found something.
We are in control now.
All right, and we took Georgia back. I want to run mission control exclusively here for the time being. All right. Madeline, I'm going to have... I think I want her to run stability in the Eurasian Union. Or maybe in the European Union. No, those are both doing okay. We'll stabilize the Eurasian Union for now.
Acknowledged.
Still waiting on cooldown for that. Eric can go and set policy in Tanzania, as can Unantika. We'll get Kenya and the Great Lakes states both into the Federation. Revolution in Kenya. Okay, well, never mind. We're not going to get them into the Federation, probably. I think we can still attempt it, but I don't think we are going to have great odds. More xenoforming going. Alright. Sanction investigations, +3 to crackdown missions. That's kind of cool. I don't know that we want that right away, but...
Policy direction.
Alright, we want to federate with the Great Lakes states first.
Mission complete.
And we have an 11% chance to federate with Kenya. I think... I mean, we might as well take it. We got nothing better to do. Kenya declined. Yeah, that's fine. We just need to take Kenya back and probably need to reduce unrest in some of these countries, like Congo at 9.8. Goodness. Yeah, we need to do some unrest, some stabilization around there. It's a lot of counselor actions for not a huge benefit, which is a little unfortunate, but we do want to try and unify a bunch of this territory eventually, so I think that it's worth doing. Humanity First is starting out space fleets. We'll see how that goes. And then let's see. Okay, so Unantika, I am going to have. Let's see, Tanzania. Okay, so we want to take Kenya back. So I'm going to have Eric take a control point in Kenya. Unantika's got pretty good odds of doing it as well, so we'll take the other control point back in Kenya. Madeline will start stabilizing Congo.
Restoring order.
And with that, just double check no one else is ready to unify. Nope. Run time.
Lending my expertise.
Offering assistance.
Another project we could get that we don't really need. Patrol vessels. That gets us the monitor, which is a really useful one. But again, I'm not actually sure how much space we're going to be doing, or much shipbuilding we're going to be doing. A hurricane has hit the EU. Let's help out.
Things are stabilizing.
I'm going to turn down to 1 pip space commerce. We'll run that. And I think we're probably about ready to call it for the session here. We've got a lot of open CP cap. And we're gonna try and just hold on to as many of these nations as we can. So I want 3 pips economy, 1 pip welfare, and until it reaches a rest value of 10. Oh, because cohesion is 0. That's really bad. I am not sure what to do about that. Alright, Mercury. We have scans. I think yeah, this is where we'll stop for now. I'll save, and next time we will start setting up some colonies on Mercury. Try and get all those base metals, some of those noble metals too. It's actually pretty nice. Thanks for watching, and hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you next time.